I want to say as a business owner, bonus depreciation has been something we've used successfully in keeping our fleet modern and buying equipment to make us more efficient, and look forward to seeing that type of legislation move forward. I wanted to ask all of you, just real quickly, because we have votes and I only have 5 minutes here, but do you feel the IRS adequately is providing the business community with the information that you need so that you know what tax incentives are out there for you? And just very quickly, maybe if you can let me know how you find out what's out there for your industry, and if you could just give me a short answer, Mr. Koenig.
Congresswoman Dahlkemper, we try to keep on top of things within the restaurant industry, and feed information out to our members constantly through a combination of working with the IRS on new forms, on new laws, working with our state partners. We think that they do a pretty good job of keeping us informed. However, they're going to be, I think, probably overburdened in the years to come with a lot of the new responsibilities that the healthcare law has placed on the IRS. So I think it'll be interesting to see how their level of service to the small business community is impacted by that.
Mr. Joyce?
We don't, typically we get our information from our CPAs as we go through the review. We really count on them to, back into what is appropriate for us and what's not appropriate for us. So we don't feel like it's the IRS's job to.
Okay, so your CPAs are doing
their job. They're doing this.
Thank you. Mr. Collins?
The same.
Okay. Mr. Green?
We have CPAs, but we also have clients that are trying to work through some of the energy credits and some of the sustainability issues, and some of that gets a little convoluted and tough to understand, whether it's a credit, whether it's an additional line item on the taxes. Those could be a little more clear to us, but we're with these guys. The CPAs provide a lot of information. Every now and then they get confused. I'm not sure tax regulations are that simple.
No, they aren't. That's why I was wondering how each industry. Mr. DeBay, I have a separate question for you. You had mentioned that in your testimony, you had said that the death tax, the estate tax, you said it raises little revenue, I think were the exact words you said. And it's estimated that for 2009, there'll be 14,900 estate tax returns filed. Of those, 5,500, actually very few across the country, who will owe that estate tax, but it's going to total $13.8 billion. Do you think $13.8 billion is just a little bit of revenue?
Well, compared to total federal tax revenues, yes. I mean, the federal government collects about $3 trillion a year.
Okay, but if we don't have the $13.8 billion, what are we going to do about making up that amount of money?
Well, there's actually studies that show that if you repealed the death tax, you would get the increase in economic activity so much that it would make up for all the revenue on the income side.
I don't think I totally agree with you on that. Now, last year we tried to pass a permanent fix because, as some of the business owners mentioned here, part of the issue with business, and I say this as somebody who has a business back home, it's the uncertainty. So this year, the estate tax has gone back down to 0, and next year it's going to go to $1 million. Last year it was 3.5 and 7. And so we tried to fix that in December. We passed a bill through the House to permanently fix the 3.5 and 7, which it seemed most people in my district were very comfortable with, and it would give some certainty to business owners and farmers and people who may have enough in their state to cause that to be an issue for them. So I guess I'm just questioning that, we've got 5,500 people who may owe this in 2009, bringing in $13.8 billion raised. Of course, this year in 2010, it's expected that 70,000 people will be affected because, again, the uncertainty with allowing that fix that we had tried to get through the entire Congress didn't pass. So I guess I just want your opinion on that.
Well, I agree with you that stability matters and that all businesses crave it. But it doesn't matter how many estates are being impacted by the death tax. What matters is the economic impact that's created by that tax. And what we've seen is that it's a huge economic impact. Businesses, especially small family-owned businesses, get hit particularly hard. They can't afford the expensive preparation that bigger, larger estates can afford. So when the death tax hits, they're often stuck with large bills and they have to liquidate part of their firms or the whole thing. That means that costs people their jobs. That means the business can't expand. As
Time
quickly
is
as it could.
expired.